I'm waiting for it to stop moving. I hope you're doing well. This is your daily reminder to grow, to work on your energy. I mean, you don't really have to work on it, but to practice it, to practice the state of being, to have heart energy, to feel great in your life, to notice the little things, to be present and to be aware, and to amplify the good feeling when you do have it, to clear out dense energy, to really embody being energy, because you are energy. Your body is energy. Your body is chakras are wheels, centers, energy wheels, right? With their own their own consciousness, their own tasks, their own their energy. Yes. Their own consciousness. You can talk to your body. What are you telling yourself? What are you telling your body? Really love your body. Your body does a lot for you. And love your environment. Amplify your heart. I've been up since 5 this morning. I actually got out of bed at 5. I've been up longer than that, but I got out of bed.
Don't be a peasant. Level up.
And I've been working here at my own little world, my corner of the world, probably since about 5:30, because my book is like a portal into this magical world, and people will think that it's not real, right? Because it is technically a fictional story, but we're not going to dive into that. So I made guides, like PDF guides, to go along with my book, like for free. Goes along with my book. Not like along, read them afterwards, right? Experience the book first, read that afterwards. Because the things that are in the book you can do, right? People probably don't know that I can do it. That's why I added the PDFs. The guides. Fucking do it. Type shit. Yes. That way people, after the book, they can practice heart energy. They can practice being present, moment by moment awareness, shit that I already teach on this channel. But once you read the book, my book right there. Once you read my book, you're going to want to have magic. Right? The book's about an angry teenager who knows nothing about magic, right? So you might not be angry, but do you actually know magic? Do you actually know how powerful you are in your energy? Do you know that? Because if not, you should read my book. For real. Because it's fucking amazing. And I have a few different packages if you just want an ebook. It's there. And I give you a preview actually on my website. At the very bottom, I give you a free preview, whatever. Free shit. Free shit. I like helping people. I like free shit. But I also use that free shit, you know? I also Yes. And there's like premium packages too, depending on like what you want. What do you want? There's packages there. If you want, yeah, it's amazing though. I absolutely love my book, and since I've been up for a while and working for a while, I've already gotten my priorities for the day done, so I'm gonna just work on tomorrow's priorities. That's what happens. I'm actually gonna try to take a nap at some point today, or I will try. There's like a supplement, something that helps promote like relaxation and sleepiness, because once you work with energy, I don't know, for me, I have so much energy. Like, I have energy. I couldn't sleep before I got out of bed. You know, I was just laying there for hours trying to sleep, couldn't sleep, had the energy. I was like, fuck, I might as well just get up at this point, you know? I had the energy, and then I was receiving so many downloads, right? And I wrote them, and like I typed them in my notes app, and I was like, okay, I'll get to that today at some point when I wake up. Like, I'm trying to sleep here. And then I couldn't. I didn't. I was like, fuck it, whatever. I have the energy. I'm just gonna get up right now. And then I started working on the shit, and now I'm here. I have got like all of that shit done. I'm trying to think of like how many tasks it was. It was like more than 3, technically. I just threw away like the checklist. I like tossed it in the trash because it's done now. Now I'm doing tomorrow's work. I mean, I have the energy. Yes. And there was something that I had to take out of the book, right? Out of my book, which I fucking hated that I had to take it out, but due to copyright, because you can't add lyrics to the book, to a book, right? And when you're receiving a message, sometimes it's in the form of a song. Like, you hear a song in your head, and then it's reflected back to you, because the world is a mirror, but that's also like, hey, pay attention, this is a sign, usually trying to get your attention type of thing. A lot of mine, before I knew anything, like anything in depth, right? I used to get a lot of songs, right? And then I got one the other day, actually, because one that I wasn't even like trying to, like, you don't try, but one I didn't expect, okay? Because I wrote down Spirit Team, but I put Teen Spirit. And then it reminded me of the song by Nirvana, you know? And then, and I was watching this YouTube video yesterday, and it was this businessman talking about business, you know, shit that I like, that I love, you know, learning. And he mentioned the song Teen Spirit, and I was like, fuck. I guess I'll follow your lead. Not like his lead, but it was planted days ago, and then it showed up. And usually when like the universe, my guides, I don't like saying the universe, but whatever. Usually when my guides drop a fucking hint like that, and then later it's like dropping a hint around something, like the dude in the video, what his technique, like what he did, his skill, the skill that he worked on. Let me be technical. The skill that he worked on, that he was explaining in this video, right? And then he mentioned Teen Spirit, and I was like, well, I guess that's the fucking skill that I'm gonna learn. I'm going to learn because I'm being guided to learn it, so I'll fucking learn it. Don't know why. Like I said, pieces on the chessboard. I just need to know my next move, right? So I wrote that down. I still have it written down over there on that whiteboard because I have a lot of whiteboards. Yes. Yeah. And in one of the PDFs, I explained like why I touched my hand to my heart a lot. But in the PDFs, it's how you can actually like integrate these techniques into your life, and you can fucking tell. I did not use the AI, the chat, and GPT. It took me a second. You can tell that I didn't use that. You can tell because no fucking computer, no AI would be able to generate that for you, okay? Because I typed it in like while I was doing it, you know, to see what's out there. It made me laugh. It made me laugh, right? It was pitiful. It was so pitiful. Yes. You can tell it's my experience. It's things that I've experienced because of the details, the vividness, the feelings, everything. You can tell, right? I'm human, and it's personal. Like, my personality is in that shit. My personality wouldn't be in that shit if, you know, I just made the AI do it, you know? Yes. So, I don't know when I'm gonna learn that skill. Which is funny because if I force myself to learn the skill, like actively put it on a task, a to-do list type thing, if I like actively try to pursue learning about it, because it's not something that I'm interested in, right? But I was being guided to do it, right? I was being guided. So I'm gonna take the advice, but that's like, it's not really having faith. It's knowing that this is something that I will use in the future. I will use in the like, not immediate future, but within the next 6 months type shit. Like, this is a skill that I'll need within the next 6 months. And I know shit about it. I know, like, a little thing. I'm just not, like, a master at it, right? I'm, like, a beginner. I know a little about it. But I also know that I can go on YouTube, save a few videos, and then watch the videos in my like free time when I want to watch TV, or when I have like an urge to watch TV, you know? Because you can replace TV with YouTube, which has been extremely helpful. Because I was supposed to not do anything yesterday, and I ended up watching, my finger itches. I ended up watching YouTube and learning. And doing work shit, even though I was supposed to be relaxing. I mean, I can't help it. It's a pattern. It's a habit. Like, I prefer to learn over not being entertained by the TV. Right? I've been into Eastern shows, but Eastern shows, you know, they have the subtitles because I don't speak that language, you know. I don't speak Mandarin, okay? But I do love hearing it, actually. There's certain words that I'm like, yeah, which is weird, but whatever. I don't care. So, an anime, but I have to read the subtitles and I have to pay attention. And if I have to pay attention like that, I'd rather save that for nighttime. But some nights, I just, like, once I'm done working, once I'm done, like, doing what I want to do, I kind of just ignore the TV most of the time. Like, it's just not important. Being distracted like that isn't important. I do love like the Eastern shows, right? So I do actually enjoy watching them. But also, I know that it takes up a lot of my time because I like to binge watch them and I like to know the fucking point and know the end today. Right? Because I know once I get it done, I'm not going to watch TV for a good minute after the show's done. You know, I like to contemplate and, you know, have it sink in. Yes. Like Alchemy of Souls. Fucking great. Great. And I needed to let that sink in. So, yes. It depends on the video on YouTube. Because if it's just me, like, seeing, like yesterday I was just seeing what this fucking dude's about, right? He had an interesting thumbnail. And he was actually funny, which I'm a sucker for humor, right? I am. I love to laugh. Who doesn't? But my sense of humor is definitely different. And he was in the military, which they have a different sense of humor, okay? Very familiar with it. So it was actually enjoyable, but I didn't like take notes. If I know like there's very good information that I have to like take notes and remember, I actually sit the fuck down and take notes with it. I just wrote down like the skill that he was, you know, telling everyone to learn, right? And he mentioned Teen Spirit, and I was like, God damn, like I'm gonna have to learn this. Not in like a negative way, right? Not in like a, like I'm not excited to learn about it, but I know it's something that is important, and it's important to me, because a lot of stuff I don't feel like it's important to me, right? Like drop shipping is not a skill I need. It's not. Learning Etsy, not a skill I need. Yes. Now, like a bunch of skills I don't need is running through my head. Which I didn't think I would need the skill that he's saying is important to have, right? But something that I can have AI do, right? It's not something that my brain needs to be creative about, okay? That's something analytical that I can throw into the fucking computer because it's been done a million fucking times, a million different ways. The computer already knows the fucking skill, okay? I bring creativity. I bring my own experience. I know, like, very little about it. So, yeah. So I'll just look up how to do it. Because for some reason, I'm being guided to learn it. And it might just be like something, like an aha moment I'll receive, like while learning it. That's the thing, like I just trust, you know, and I know it's gonna lead me to something that I need. Don't know what it is, don't know if it's like the actual skill, or if it's like an aha moment while I'm learning about the skill. Something happens, but it's something needed, clearly. Otherwise I wouldn't have got it. Yes. But that's how I like living my life. I like receiving that type of guidance, you know? I know I ultimately decide, I can decide to be like, fuck that, I don't want to learn that shit, I'm gonna focus on this shit, right? I'm gonna focus on the shit that I already know, like, got it lined up, my priorities are already lined up, adding that, like, I don't want to add that, I have that choice, right? Like, I have that choice. But I've learned not to ignore my intuition, not to ignore the signs, because if you want to take a harder route, if you want to take a route that's going off on some bullshit, you know, go into a desert instead of, you know, abundance land, whatever. You listen. I don't know, that's the best way I can explain it, because we think we know so much, we think we have the right answers, we think it's just gonna be a straight line from here to there type of shit, but it's usually not. So I like to be guided. I know, like, I am powerful, right? I know I'm powerful, and I know I can ultimately decide, but I also know being guided and having God as a close friend and having guidance from God and from your angels and from your ancestors, your spirit team, life works out so much better, because it's like you're flowing down the stream and, you know, they're like, turn fucking left. Well, you can't really turn, but go left, go down like the left stream, not the fucking right stream. There's a split, right? And there's rapids and a fucking drop off in the one that you want to go down because you don't want to listen, right? But there was like a smooth path that you just flow downstream and you're fucking enjoying the sunlight, you're enjoying the fishies when you look into the water, you know, that type of peaceful, nice shit. Happiness. And then the path that you wanted to take because you think you know better, rapids and like a waterfall, a drop off, like the oh shit, holy fuck, like bullshit. Because you think you know better. Right. whichever one you take, it's probably going to lead you to the place you want to go, right? But you're either going, it just depends on the experience that you want to have. You either want to go on a roundabout, like a waterfall drop-off type of fucking way, or you want peace and happiness and clarity and connection. Like, which one do you want? I know I like peace over chaos. Like, that's fun every once in a while in the situations that I like, okay? Like, I like mudding. I like, doing stupid crazy shit. Adrenaline rush, but it doesn't give me adrenaline, right? That's the funny part. It doesn't give me adrenaline. But I still, like it. Yeah. Anyways. I know I've covered like a lot of topics, so thank you for watching. This is probably going to be my only video for today. I'm gonna work on my next set of priorities and all of that. So thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. Thank you for wanting to shift. Thank you for being energy and being aware and being present and noticing the little things and being a great person and being full of laughter and smiles and happiness. We definitely need that in the world. We definitely do. I definitely love seeing it. So thank you.